Hello and welcome to New India Junction. I am Divya Singh Sharma and we are at Netaji Subhas University of Technology with a group of young students. Most of them are in their first years and we are going to discuss with them the women of 2022 in India. Are they in their best phase that they have seen so far? How far the Indian government or the Indian society has reached as far as the position of women is concerned in 2022? We are going to throw in the debate to the students. It's more of a discussion and let's see what views they come up with. So we begin the discussion. Let's begin with, what's your name?
Amisha.
Amisha. What do you have to say about the topic?
Hi ma'am, I'm Amisha from EIOT first year. So I think that yes, 2022 was a great year to be a woman because first of all, I gave the JEE exam this year. So we know that Shri something Parekh from Assam had 100%. And every year the result is improving for girls, and it seems to be a great motivation for us because we can do as much as the guys can. Secondly, Draupadi Murmu ji, she became the president of India this year, and she's a tribal as well. So like it's a representation on a big ground, and it seems like women can do anything in this time of the world. And lastly, I'd say that NDA allowed the women to give the exam and become a part of the army. Again, a great representation. So it's all very inspiring, and I feel every year we are representing women in a stronger way. And I mean, I couldn't be more excited about 2023.
That's right, Amisha. Like Pradhan Mantri Modi had said that women empowerment and women-led empowerment. So 2022 seems like a year of women-led empowerment more than just women empowerment. Anybody else wants to add on to that same topic?
Hello, I am Priyanshi from Mechanical Branch. So yes, 2022 was a great year for women. Firstly, if we talk about exams, then in UPSC also the top three toppers are female candidates only. And also in this year, an all-women Navy crew created history by completing the Arabian Sea surveillance mission. So they went through the comprehensive training before the historical sortie. So I guess yes, this year has proved to be a great year for women.
The credit goes to what exactly? What made the change? What made the difference?
I guess we as women are becoming more and more aware of what our abilities are, and we are not anymore restricting ourselves to a particular thing, and we are just exploring each and every field. And of course, it has proved to be a great thing since we are just leading in every field.
Okay. So anybody here thinks that there has been something that has changed in the recent years that has brought about this change in 2022? You can see this change. Anybody?
I'm Sachin, I'm from Mechanical Branch. What I feel the government has done for the women empowerment, and it is the biggest step I feel, is by increasing the marriage age from 18 to 21. And it is the biggest step, and it will do wonders for the girls who are coming from the backward area, and they will get more time for their education and all, and they won't have to listen all the taunts and which they have to listen from their parents, the society, and all. And I feel it is needed from very early, but it is done now. So I am very happy for the girls also.
So do you think government making such decisions matters? It changes the society's mind?
I feel it changes at least it is sending the message in the society that you have to not that early marriages, it is not a good thing for girls, because it can lead to their the health can also be affected, and the education can also stops there. What I feel in India, those families don't support their sister and daughter-in-laws to go out and for further education, though, so they don't support. So I feel such measure will make a change in future, I feel.
And even if they do support, what happens is you have so many roles and responsibilities all of a sudden, so it becomes more difficult. So anyway, it is difficult, and added pressure will be there.
All those responsibilities, she also loses her identity. She only becomes a mother or a daughter-in-law. She has so many responsibilities on her. So it becomes very difficult for her. We also know that a woman already has to go through a very difficult things, and after marriage it only aggravates. So it is very good.
And other than thinking only of completing your education, now they may think of earning money or having some ambition also as well, or of becoming something or a benchmark just like everybody else. And also shouldn't it be about equality? Like if the marriage age was 21 for boys, then why was it 18 for girls? Anybody? Why do you think it was 18 for girls? What was the thought behind that?
The reason behind the marriage age being 21 for boys and 18 for girls is mistakes of girls only. Because we as women have just been behind some bars or some unlogical reasoning that people give around. So I was just going through some details right now. So I went through that the literacy rate in India just a year back for females was 65.46 something, and in 2022 it has been 70 point something.
It has increased.
It has increased, and this is a great increase in just 1 year. So you see that if this increase in 1 year, then you see in last 15 or 20 years what would have been the depreciation there. So I particularly think women are now growing mentally also and being able to come up, put up their viewpoints, and that's why we have just started thinking upon some of the things like opportunities in terms of like equality, what we talk about right now, the marriage age. So it could have been before also, but the literacy as I see.
Why didn't anybody think of it कि भाई equality क्यों नहीं है? अगर एक 18 पे जा रहा है तो why isn't the other one getting married on 21? Can you pass on?
Mom, I think that earlier it was thought that man has to provide for the family. So if he is 3 years elder, he is more mature. He is earning probably, and the woman, she doesn't really have a lot of role. She just has to stay at home. I think that is why the convention says the man has to be elder.
So why didn't the earlier governments think of changing this convention? Because when you come from a place of authority and you say this, then others listen, right? Society will not change. It will take time to change.
Because women were not, I mean, that is the truth, right? I mean, every year women make more money and they are more educated. But earlier, if we think, they were not that independent. So if they increase the age and they don't say that the man has to be elder, then how will she support herself? She needs a man at that time. But at this point, we are encouraging women because women are getting more educated.
Who are these we who's encouraging women? I want to know that. What brought about this change?
I feel like the government and the people, both of us, we are
So mindsets are changing. It's like a reflection.
Slowly, because we are getting more educated. The government is saying, yeah, now you can support yourself, and it's a combined effort. I just feel that it's a combined
Okay.
effort.
What the present government thought of today and tabled it. Why wasn't this thought earlier? Any reason for that?
I think somewhere there is a biological, she can provide the heir of the family. That's why I think it's the reason behind.
She can provide that after 21. Why would
I
that
think
be
because
18?
They used to think that women don't have any role in the financial thing, in the 90s and stuff. So all they should do is learn how to do the kitchen work and just marry and provide for the family, because they don't need anything else. And they are just it was a 90s thought that they are just a liability,
But
and we need to get rid of them.
Now they are doing both. They are providing for the family and they are taking care of the
That's why the
family.
age gap is increasing, and that's why it's now becoming 21.
Okay.
अगर आप उनसे जाकर के पूछेंगे कि तुम्हारी लाइफ में 2022 में क्या चेंज आया है, वो बोलेंगे जो ही 2020 19 में था, 17 में था, कुछ चेंज नहीं आया.
Are you sure वो ये बोलेंगे? Because पहले उनको लकड़ियाँ इकट्ठा करके गैस मिलता नहीं था और चूल्हा जलाना पड़ता था. अब उनके पास गैस है, वो भी उनके नाम पर है, किसी और फैमिली मेंबर के नाम पे नहीं है. हाँ?
नहीं मैम,
रिमोट एरियाज में ही उज्ज्वला योजना जो है वो रिमोट एरियाज में ही काम आई है. लाइक यू सेड, अर्बन एरियाज में तो थी फैसिलिटीज ना.
हमारी सोसाइटी एक मेल डोमिनेटिंग सोसाइटी है, तो इसमें क्या होता है,
ये तो ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड है, सिर्फ इंडिया का नहीं है. जेनरिक एक चलता जो आ रहा है उसके कारण है ये मेल
मैम,
डोमिनेटिंग.
लेकिन मेल डोमिनेटिंग सोसाइटी है मैम. इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले मैंने कई सारी बुक्स में पढ़ा है, राइटर्स थी ज्योतिबा फुले एंड सावित्रीबाई फुले, उन्होंने मेंशन करा है कि जब कभी कभार 2-3 साल की उम्र में शादियाँ हो जाती थी, तो उसको बंद करने के लिए एज थोड़ी ज़्यादा बढ़ाई गई. और मैम अगर एकदम से आप ज़्यादा कर देंगे तो
एकदम से इट्स बीन हाउ मेनी इयर्स? एकदम से 2-3 से तुम
करके
हाँ
होगा. और मैम महिलाओं को अभी ज़्यादातर लोग चाहते नहीं है कि लड़कियां काम करें, वो उनके शान के खिलाफ मानते हैं.
some people have that mindset, but that mindset, I mean, बहुत कम हो गया. You wanted to counter that, right?
No, I just want to continue that point. he was partially somehow right. If you see in India 2022, like women's like Ujjwala and something like
Mudra Yojana for loans
and
for their
also-
businesses.
Yeah, Mudra and other also. They work on from grassroots level. Government work there as a grassroots level. But if you see in 2022, these cities of women get all of things. If you go and visit Himachal, Jammu, Kashmir and things like Leh of Ladakh, you see girls and women are still fighting.
So this, if this change tabled by the government is brought about, it will make a difference, no?
Yeah, it's make a difference.
It'll
but
make a
the
difference.
Government, they from the way they Ladli Yojana, is you heard, everyone is heard like you know about Ladli Yojana. But there's one thing also in India, if a girl is single girl child, they get free education from whole of his life. But only few of them all know about this.
So more awareness has to be created.
Yeah, more awareness.
It has to reach more people that you can make use of this
If
yojana.
you want to do a work from grassroots level, the way Mahatma Gandhi have done and other freedom fighters done from grassroots level, that will make movement here. City women get everything whatever they want, and sometimes they use them and sometimes they.
So the yojanas like Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana and other education related yojanas are for at grassroots level for rural women, right?
Yeah, it's
You are saying safety and security is still an issue, but is it better in 2022 than what it was in 2021?
It is still better, but if we compare India to the other countries and the whole world, then we still we are lagging behind by a whole a lot. We are ninth at that. It's not a small.
Okay.
So for the crime rate and stuff she said, so I would want to add that the people who collect these data, they see the crimes that are reported, and in India the reporting of crimes is quite good, but compared to the Western countries where most of the crimes against women are not reported.
And like someone was pointing out that America is far more increase in number in crimes against women than India.
Yeah, so America. If Afghanistan
They are not.
secondly, I think 2022 has been a very good year for women because the
One
crimes
second.
have decreased. And also the policing methods of the government, policing methods, I'm saying that they are good.
Law and order.
Law and order situation has increased. They are quite good right now, in my opinion. And the people behind the crimes, they are being convicted and they are being sent to behind the bars, and they are being prosecuted. So I think
Action is being taken, so deterrence is being created. If reported, you think there is a change now in 2022 ki action is being taken? If reported,
Pop culture is the reason for the violence increasing in America, because in pop culture you don't need to degrade women by just
objectifying.
objectifying women and women and you don't have to connect women with alcohol and drug and these things. So these things.
So you are saying even India wants to ape that culture, that's where we go wrong. That's what you are saying.
And it is the primary reason for the increase in the cases against women in America, because pop culture is more in America.
So if you connect that to India, if we go the same way, which it will happen.
To grow in a positive way. So we don't have to degrade women, giving an example by connecting them to alcohol.
So you are saying the so-called modern society has to learn how to respect women more than even the rural society. When it comes to government providing awareness and education and free education in rural and remote areas, has it really made an impact in 2022 with especially starting with 2014 when the Swachh Bharat thing came into being, when toilets were provided in the schools and it was ensured that midday meals was for everyone, not just for women, but because of the toilets being in the school, they had safety and they had the facilities that they need to go to a school. So these few things, have you think it has made an impact? And now that we are in 2022, you can see the change that yes, more women, because data shows that there are more, the number of dropouts of women. Earlier they used to join, but they used to drop out eventually when they go to the 6th standard or the higher studies. But the dropouts has decreased. So it has made a difference in 2022.
I have seen a lot of difference in my area itself. Initially the people used to go to the jungles for picking up the sticks for making the food and everything. But now since the gas is already provided to everyone, to the women, and under their name, so they are facing less issue now. They no more have asthma. They no more always cough in the room, in the houses. Yes, initially it used to be, and now they don't need to go to the wells for filling up the water. Now under the Jal Jeevan Yojana, there have been so many inclusion of the hand pumps everywhere in the society. So
And tap water supplies.
tap water supply, and plus the hand pumps also have been installed in so many areas. So definitely there is a difference, but improvement is obviously necessary everywhere, and nothing can be completely developed at any point.
So the situation is much better in 2022?
It's much better.
Government is doing the thing. They are bringing in the initiative because we are sort of, getting educated. We are getting vocal with our opinions. So the changes, obviously it is there. People are supportive. The environment is supportive.
Who empowered the women to get vocal about their opinions?
I think
What made the change?
it's not only one particular organization or something that I can point out. It's the collective initiative of the society also, of the parents from the grassroots levels. When a mother sees कि I am the housewife, I am just here doing the chapatis, अपने husband की सुन रही हूँ, डांट खा रही हूँ, I should not let this happen with my daughter. It is the first step. When the government puts on and brings on the initiatives कि बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, this is like the बेस्ट इनिशिएटिव. तो किसान भी ये सोचता है कि यार बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, मैं भी कहीं ना कहीं सेविंग करके कर ही लेता हूँ. सो दिस इज द कलेक्टिव environment.
You spoke about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and we spoke about awareness a while back. And in my opinion, and I think most of us agree, the most influential campaign for awareness has been Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, which has made an impact, and it is on everybody's mind, and they say it. What do you think about it?
I feel it definitely has been one of the most influential campaigns that India has ever seen. And even if you take the example of our college only, we can say the seats that are reserved for women, the percentage of those seats has also increased, and we can see so many female
students
have entered the college, because usually we see usually the trends are in an engineering college, the ratio of boys and girls is very unfair. It's like for if we check in mechanical type branches, they're like 100 boys and they're like 4 or 5 girls at max. So this extreme ratio, it has been improved significantly by by such schemes. I feel that 2022 has been a year full of changes. There's been ups and downs, so many twists and turns, but there were reforms as well. For example, if we talk about abortion, the right to safe abortion was introduced in 2022. I mean, before abortion, basically the marital status of a woman prevented her from getting if it was an unwanted pregnancy, then the marital status prevented her from getting an abortion. But now that's not the case. It's been changed. So, I mean, it's not that the changes are not being made. It's just that changes are being made. The government is doing things. The society is progressing. But it'll take some time. And I guess we'll reach there in a few years maybe.
That's actually a very nice way to even sum up the whole topic.
I will also say that yes, gradually or things are getting changed and we can see it. And for example, if I say in my case, I am a bus traveler. Earlier we used to have only male bus conductors and male drivers, but now I can see a change. Female bus drivers are there, female bus conductors are there, and this is not only just that they are getting in every kind of profession, and I think safety wise also, for women's safety, this is kind of a good step. So yeah, changes हो रहे हैं, and अगर change ऐसे होते हैं तो change अच्छे हैं.
Do you know that through Mudra Yojana and through Ujjwala Yojana, what has happened is the time that the woman has saved, because now the gas is available at home, so you don't have to collect, you don't have to. They have got more time now. Through Mudra Yojana, what has happened is they have been taking loans, and there are self-help groups by government, SHGs, where they have started making a collective where one woman is an entrepreneur and she employs other women and men. She's been employing men also. So that has become a sort of a community where because now they have this extra added time because of the other supports of Ujjwala Yojana and all, and they have the loan through Mudra Yojana, and they have support and training them for some art, whether it's some handicraft, whether it's some cooking. They have support and training which is making them to learn the skills as well and start entrepreneurship. This is happening at grassroots level. Did you know about this?
Yeah, I know about it. What I am saying here, like, yeah, but you see the number of people there. Number knows about this thing this time. What I'm saying is 2022 is so much good for my country. Women are getting so much thing. I love to see, as an Indian, I love to see my flag. I don't care who's saying women or men behind that flag. But my point of view, that you have to progress more and more like.
It has to has even far wider reach.
Yeah,
but at least the process has begun.
Started, I love to see, like everyone love to see. जो हो रहा अच्छा हो रहा और भी अच्छा हो सकता है इससे अच्छा. We can reach like where we have, where we can push our limits. Because for me, sky's limit. For my country is also sky's limit.
In 2022, do the women know this? The infant mortality rate and the maternal mortality rate has also decreased. Sex ratio has become better. So all these changes have been brought about not just okay data badal gaya. There have been government initiatives which has made sure these changes are possible. So the Save the Girl Child campaign has made sure that it is so strict that nobody other than the women can enter the ultrasound area or the sonography area. To ensure that it's not possible to do anything to control the mortality rate or the female infanticide rate. You wanted to say something?
You said a great point about women-led empowerment and women empowerment.
Prime Minister Modi said it. I just reminded you all.
Yeah, you reminded us of it.
Yeah.
I think that all empowerment done for women are women-led empowerment. There is no specific agenda that has done by any government of any sort throughout history for specific women. If we ignore vote bank purposes, I think all that time.
Are you sure? Anybody wants to counter this?
We are very grateful and thankful for the government to initiate the stuff. And like Modi government has been doing a lot of things. Earlier also the government did it, but it was not very frequent, very much in the news sort of things. But in the end, people are going to take it forward. It's not the government who is doing it.
So now it is. We are saying earlier also थोड़ा होता था, इतना नहीं होता था, frequent नहीं था, अभी हो रहा है and अभी effect हो रहा है. Basically, policies तो सब ला पाते हैं, but how good you are at implementation and how far does it reach and how it turns into a result. Is it happening?
I would not say the government is turning things, rather the people are doing it.
So even Prime Minister Modi said that ki nothing is possible without Jan Bhagidari. Without Jan Bhagidari, if you don't accept what I am giving you, then how will I make a change, right?
It's about government initiating the correct things at the correct time and then people taking it forward.
अगर गवर्नमेंट कोई प्लान नया ला रही है तो हमें उसके पीछे मोटिव नहीं देखना चाहिए. अगर वैसे देखा जाए तो हर जो उनका नया प्लान है वो वोट बैंक के लिए ही करते हैं, बट लेट्स वो एक एटलीस्ट वो मैसेज सेंड करें, वो जो हम इनकलकेट कर सकते हैं रूरल रूट, मतलब जो हमारे जो हाँ एटलीस्ट फायदा सोसाइटी.
इवेंचुअली अगर अच्छे के लिए ही हो रहा है
तो वी शुड नॉट लाइक हमेशा हमें गवर्नमेंट को ब्लेम करने से अच्छा जो हम सोसाइटी का मेजर पार्ट हम है, तो हम ही चूज़ करें तो हमें हमारे वो एटलीस्ट मैसेज सेंड करें हमारे कि हम वो स्प्रेड कर सके. तो एक अवेयर, जैसे स्वच्छ भारत की बात हो रही थी तो 2014 से हमें ही पता वो स्वच्छ भारत कितना ज़्यादा मतलब एक बिगर लेवल पे हुआ. वो टीवी शो से लेकर हर जगह उन्होंने मतलब PR
और वो खत्म नहीं हुआ, वो अब तक भी चल रहा है.
रिजल्ट दिख रहा है तो गवर्नमेंट को ब्लेम करने से तो मेरे हिसाब से पीपल लोग भी चेंज, जैसे गवर्नमेंट वही बहुत है मेरे हिसाब से.
गवर्नमेंट अभी जो स्टेप्स ले रही है वो क्या कहते हैं सही है गलत है, और उन्होंने जैसे बोला कि वोट बैंक के लिए करते हैं, तो मैम मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि जैसे जितने भी पार्टीज़ हैं वो सब इलेक्शन के लिए लड़ते हैं तो अपना मैनिफेस्टो निकालते हैं. मैनिफेस्टो में आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट एवरी पार्टीज़ जो है वो गवर्नमेंट के हमारे में जो इनिशिएटिव है वो रखते हैं. ठीक है, तो स्टिल लेट सपोज बीजेपी अभी गवर्नमेंट रूलिंग है और अगर वो जो भी स्कीम्स निकाल रही है और अगर रिलेटेड जैसे निकल बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ निकाला है, और अगर हम ये कहते हैं कि यार ये तो बीजेपी ने निकाला है, ये जो स्कीम है जो मान लो नॉन बीजेपी सपोर्टर्स हैं वो लोग सपोर्ट ही नहीं करेंगे, वो लोग ये कहेंगे कि यार बीजेपी वालों ने निकाला है नहीं करेंगे सपोर्ट.
ये वही बात हो गई कि ये बीजेपी का वैक्सीन मैं नहीं लूँगा. हाँ जी.
इंस्टेड ऑफ डूइंग दिस हम एजुकेटेड लोग हैं, हमें मतलब ये करना चाहिए कि जो भी गवर्नमेंट निकाले उसका मोटिव देखें और मोटिव देखने के बाद मतलब हम अपना डिसीजन लें कि क्या वो सही में इफेक्टिव रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा. लेट सपोज मैम फॉर एग्जांपल उज्ज्वला योजना मैम जो रूरल इंडिया उसमें कितना अच्छा रेवोल्यूशन ले आया है. इतने कम दामों पे जो है गैस सबको प्रोवाइड की। अब उसमें भी अगर पॉलिटिक्स हम बीच में घुसा लें कि ये तो
I hail from Odisha, so I have seen in my like
कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स हो जाएगी।
You are right, you are right.
I hail from Odisha, so मैंने अपने मतलब होम टाउन जब मैं जाता हूँ देखा ही उज्ज्वला योजना, मैंने सही में रियलिटी देखी है कि हो रहा है। और जो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स आप बोल रहे थे कि वुमेन जैसे जो मेरी मतलब है, जो मेरी आंटीज हैं, मतलब वो अब जा रही हैं, मतलब बाहर घर से निकल के वो ना
उनको टाइम भी मिल रहा है और सपोर्ट भी मिल रहा है, स्किल प्रोवाइड।
गवर्नमेंट जैसे लोन देता है, तो ना जैसे मैंने देखा है कि मतलब लेडीज ने अपना सेल्फ काम शुरू कर दिया और गवर्नमेंट ना उसमें कुछ वो भी कर देता है, जैसे जो लोन्स लेती है,
लोन्स दे रही है,
मतलब कुछ उनमें शॉर्ट मतलब कुछ वो फिर माफ भी कर देते हैं। तो मतलब गवर्नमेंट हैज़ मोटिवेटेड देम टू डू ऑल सच थिंग्स। तो आई थिंक बहुत चेंज आया है। जो कह रहे थे चेंज नहीं आया है, ग्रास रूट लेवल पे भी आया है और ये फ्यूचर में बढ़ने ही वाला है। तो क्योंकि एजुकेशन की वजह से हो रहा है ये सब मेरे हिसाब से, एजुकेशन, और गवर्नमेंट ने भी मेरे हिसाब से बहुत अच्छा काम किया है।
हाँ, the last point that I would like to discuss is if we were talking about judiciary and marital rapes etc. So one thing that the government made possible, because ज़्यादा तो हम judiciary में government घुस नहीं पाती है, but they did make sure they abolished the triple talaq system, which was a major step and which also shows that कि धीरे धीरे other things also can be achieved through हमारा system पहले से जो setup है उसको change करना time लगेगा, but it is possible to do it, to bring about small changes by these small steps. But triple talaq abolition was a very big step.
वैसे वो एक माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी का था, तो मतलब पहले ऐसे सोचा था कि ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, बिकॉज वो
इम्पॉसिबल लगता था,
है क्योंकि वो रिवोल्ट करेंगे, बट ऐसा नहीं है। जब आया थोड़ा रिवोल्ट स्टार्टिंग में हुआ, बट विद टाइम इट इज़ लाइक वो हो रहा है, मतलब तो अब उन्होंने एक्सेप्ट भी कर लिया। तो ट्रिपल तलाक मेरे हिसाब से 2014 के बाद बहुत ऐसे रिफॉर्म्स आए हैं जो मतलब पहले इम्पॉसिबल लगती थी चीज़ें, बट वो अब हो रही हैं। तो मेरे हिसाब से 2014 के बाद इंडिया बहुत चेंज हुआ है और वो पॉजिटिव वे में ही, मतलब इंडिया मतलब मॉडर्नाइजेशन की तरफ जा रहा है। तो मतलब अच्छा हुआ है, मोदी गवर्नमेंट ने अच्छा किया मेरे।
और 2022 में वो सारे रिजल्ट्स दिख रहे हैं।
मतलब मेरे हिसाब से 2020 में भी और 2019 में बहुत सारी डिबेट्स चलती थी न्यूज़ में जो अब बंद हो चुके हैं, विच इज़ अ गुड थिंग कि एक्सेप्ट कर लिया लोगों ने। पहले बहुत डिबेट्स, ये ट्रिपल तलाक भी चलती रहती थी, क्यों हुआ है, मतलब उनके स्कॉलर्स आके उसको फालतू।
And as long as the women of that minority community accept it, I don't think others have anything to say about it. Politics जितना भी कर लें वो, the women have accepted that, so it's good for them, right? Anybody wants to give any conclusive notes on this topic? Yeah.
Tagging it with like religious intolerance and all that, but still like political parties like usually just try to make people fool by bringing all the little things, and like everyone trying to get,
but the end of the day, whichever political party did it, it did it for the betterment of the women.
It is a little away from the topic, but the Kashmir thing also, they revoked the Article 37 because it looked impossible when the UPA government was there, when the Congress was there.
Because they never thought of it and never wanted it.
ट्रिपल तलाक जिस चीज़ इतनी अच्छी है, तो मतलब उसको कितने दिन उसके बारे में गलत चीज़ें बोल सकते, बिकॉज जिसके लिए हुआ है वो तो सपोर्ट में ही है। तो जो स्कॉलर्स भी आते थे वो भी थोड़े दिन बाद चुप होगी, क्योंकि जिनके लिए बात है, क्योंकि वो सपोर्ट में, तो उसके बाद
so bring about such a change that nobody can deny it eventually. Okay, now to sum it up, you wanted to come.
Finally, I got to my. Finally, after a huge discussion, we have got a set of improvements for 2023. After this 2022 has gone, so I would say that with great power comes great responsibilities. So I've seen Spider-Man. So,
all of us have.
So I would say that women are going more into political world, which is a good thing. Be you talk about literacy rate, or be it sex ratio, or be it any kind of criminal cases, it's just because women are getting motivated on seeing women on higher grounds, on higher places. Other women get motivated, and I believe that in be 2023 or be 2024 coming up years, we will see more women into power. And when power comes, people think about changes, because people who have faced it go to power and they think about changes and try to bring it on. So I would say that whatever happened in 2022 with women in regard of India or outside India, we have seen outside India what is happening. So 2023 would be a better in terms of power, in terms of literacy, in terms of everything.
To sum up this entire discussion around women in India in 2022, what we have said so far and most of us have agreed to is that the changes that have been brought about since 2014 especially have shown their results in 2022. Whether it was sex ratio, whether it was maternal mortality rate, female mortality rate, whether it was education, whether it was the marriage age table to be increased to 21 and many other things like Ujjwala Yojana, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Mudra Yojana, it has shown impact and data is there to support the impact, and 2023 onwards there is going to be even a better impact for such changes. And most of us agree that what Pradhan Mantri Modi had said, that women empowerment and women-led empowerment has made the difference, the change. Ki now it's time for women-led empowerment, and that has made all the difference. And we agree, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is all of us thanking you all for watching the entire discussion, and come back again for more such debates on New India Junction. That's me, Divya Singh Sharma, signing off with the students of Netaji Subhas University of Technology. Bye!